And so he walked straight to my table. I stood up and it was like a little stare down match on some
Wow.
And I won. And then he just pointed to the old girl like, yo, get this dude. It was the 2 ways then. Remember the 2 ways? Anybody with me? 2 ways.
Yeah, I had a 2-way.
Stay with me. He's like, yo, it was, you get this dude my 2-way number. Well, I didn't call him the next day because I'm busy.
Yeah, what a game.
Well, I wasn't busy. But you don't know. Don't nobody know. You don't know. You know. So, long story short, I remember, I was like, I waited. Next thing you know, Club New York happened. I'm like, dang, I done waited too late to hit.
Okay, y'all, buckle up, because this isn't just any tea. This is nuclear, world-tilting, celebrity apocalypse level TA, and it's being served hot straight from the courtroom. We all expected that Diddy's former assistants were going to come in swinging during his trial. But one man, he's not just swinging, he might be bringing the entire empire down. I'm talking about none other than the mysterious, the once dapper, now dangerously silent Fonzworth Bentley. Yeah, you remember him. The guy who trailed behind Diddy everywhere like a loyal puppy, holding that ridiculous oversized umbrella like his life depended on it. People laughed back then, but guess who's laughing now? Bentley was in the room. He's spinning that umbrella while spilling everything.
All the stuff that you hear about Puff, and everybody got a story.
Yeah.
But it ain't official until you see the guy with the umbrella.
Fonzworth Bentley.
Fonzworth.
I know Fonzworth.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, everybody else can say what they want. If Fonzworth come walking in to court with the umbrella, and he's twirling it, and whatever comes out of his mouth,
yeah,
you know it's a true story.
And you know what? If there's anybody, and I mean anybody, who had front row seats to the madness that went down in Diddy's world, it's Mr. Bentley. The man saw it all. He was there when Kim Porter was still alive, when the freak-offs were in full swing.
Y'all don't understand. I look at Bentley and all these people. Come on, man. Now that we know the monster, man, you carry the man umbrella. He was the man. I watched this man disrespect you every chance he got. Talk to you like his bitch. He talked to Harv like his bitch. He talked to D-Dot like his bitch. He talked to all them niggas like they his bitches. And now that I learned that they really were his bitches, that's why I got so much respect for Gene. Because a lot of them niggas is scared to do what Gene doing.
Let's unpack it. Prosecutors have already started bringing Diddy's former assistants into the courtroom, and what they're revealing is horrifying. These folks weren't just assistants, they were emotional punching bags, secret keepers, and on-call handlers for the chaos that came with being in Diddy's inner circle. One of them testified that the job included making sure the Fiji water was stocked, the applesauce and Jell-O were in place, and every single toiletry in Diddy's bathroom faced the right way. Yes, that detailed, that obsessive, and the hours? Honey, don't even get me started. Try working 100 hours a week for someone who treats you like a tool. One of them, David James, testified he had to drive Diddy to a possible shootout with Suge Knight in a damn diner parking lot. He thought he might die that night behind the wheel of a celebrity's car. And another assistant, he recounted hearing Cassie, Diddy's long-term girlfriend, screaming on Diddy's private jet, glass shattering behind that closed door.
This was a different thing coming from Atlanta and just being, just a regular humble guy. So I was like, okay, I get it. And then I started to realize that I know a lot of these guys, but they don't know who I am and they don't know what I do. I could be anything.
I'm anybody.
A designer or a philosopher. I'm walking around with bow ties.
The feds.
It's the feds. Like I'm anything, like you said.
Chillin'. And let's not gloss over this. Bentley wasn't just Diddy's umbrella man. No, baby. He's been named in court documents. Randy Pittman filed a lawsuit claiming that Bentley and Diddy coerced him and 2 young girls into disturbing, non-consensual acts. Randy said Bentley approached him under the guise of recruiting for Diddy's Sean John brand, but what followed was nothing short of a nightmare. According to the claim, Bentley and Diddy handed out alcohol and pills to minors and manipulated them with threats and substances into horrifying situations. Are you hearing this? We're talking about potential trafficking and cover-ups, and Bentley is sitting right in the middle of that mess. So was he also being controlled like the rest, or was he more involved than anyone dared to think? Let's rewind for a second to understand how deep this rabbit hole goes. Diddy first met Bentley in 1999, right in the thick of his own criminal trial. Bentley was just managing a restaurant back then, but Diddy saw something in him, or needed something from him. Bentley even said it started with a staring contest. Creepy. Yo, let that sink in. And instead of jail time for the alleged attack, an Interscope executive PAD Capricorn to settle quietly, because heaven forbid the industry's golden boy go down before it was time. And guess what Capricorn did after Cassie's lawsuit finally went public? Oh, honey, she didn't stay silent anymore.
He had an assistant by the name of Capricorn. He felt Cap was keeping this low about if she was messing with Cuddy or not. Puffy shit out that. Not only did he shit out of her, it was an Interscope person, the Interscope check that paid her to settle or he wouldn't go to jail.
She dropped a cryptic but loud as hell post quoting Proverbs 4:14, "Don't take the path of the wicked. Don't follow those who do evil. Stay away from that path. Don't even go near it. Turn around and go the other way." If that's not a message for her former boss, I don't know what is. And she didn't stop there. In that same post, she said that even if the door is wide open, you better be brave enough to walk away from the money. She said 2011 was hell, and her caption, a pair of powerful images, one of herself in black and white rocking dark shades and a haunted expression, and another that said, "They gonna cross you for somebody who gonna cross them." Woo! Then she really let it all out. In another tweet, she said, "Black women end up being the sacrifice for the effery. The last 11 years of my life, I have had to deal with everyone's nonsensical allegiance to the devil. I pray that ends. I don't think highly of any of you. Can't keep your head down and pretend it's cool no more. Do better. Mike." Dropped. And Bentley, allegedly, he knew exactly how terrified Kim had become. He saw the change in her. The fear, the way she stopped smiling at parties, the way she clutched her kids like they were her life vests. He saw it all. And now, insiders are saying Bentley has her final message. Let that sink in. According to rumors, Kim Porter left behind a message, possibly written or spoken, meant to be shared only if something ever happened to her. And Bentley, allegedly, he was the one trusted with it. He was the one who promised to protect it. And if that's true, Bentley holds the key to everything. The motive, the threats, the truth. The internet is on fire with speculation. Some people think Bentley is just waiting for immunity, that once the prosecutors are ready to protect him, he'll unleash a testimony so explosive it'll bury Diddy 6 feet under the industry that once worshipped him. Either way, the public wants answers. They want justice for Kim, for Cassie, for the 13 and 14-year-old girls in that lawsuit. And then there's the theory that sends chills down spines, that maybe Bentley is being watched, that the reason he hasn't spoken up isn't fear of the public, but fear of the same powerful forces that silenced Kim, that maybe he's alive today because he's kept his mouth shut. Because let's be honest, when it comes to Diddy, the rumors have never just been about parties and power. They've been about rituals, control, and a level of manipulation that crosses the line into madness. A world where silence is bought, loyalty is demanded, and anyone who steps out of line disappears. So what now? Will Bentley come forward? And y'all, the public sees it. The internet has become a detective agency overnight. Threads are popping up left and right, digging through every old photo, every past interview, every single thing Bentley has ever said. Some fans are defending him, saying he was likely a victim. Silence is complicity, they tweet. If you saw it and you said nothing, then you were part of it. And now the pressure's on, because if Bentley does have Kim Porter's final message, be it in writing, on tape, or even just burned into his memory, he's running out of time. The court case is snowballing. More lawsuits are crawling out of every hidden crevice of the industry. And every single one of them could drag Bentley in with a single sentence. But here's where it gets even more chilling. Some insiders believe Bentley is being protected by prosecutors right now, that they're holding him back as their final secret weapon. Because once they call him to the stand, they expect the courtroom to explode. He's the one who saw the before and after. He was there for the rise. The spiral, the rituals, the freak-offs, the cover-ups, Kim, Cassie, the assistants, the underage girls, all of it. And if the rumors are true, the message Bentley carries from Kim isn't just some vague goodbye, it's a full-on confession, a breakdown of everything she witnessed, everything she endured, everything she was about to say publicly. Allegedly, she even hinted that if anything happens to me, give this to my kids. Can you even imagine the weight of that? The kids she shared with Diddy, the ones now caught in the storm of silence and scandal? But here's the twist nobody saw coming. What if Bentley is afraid not just for his life, but for theirs? This isn't just about celebrity secrets anymore. This is about systems of power, about the people behind the stars, the investors, the gatekeepers, the lawyers, the brands, the ones who stood to lose billions if Kim spoke, if Bentley speaks, if even one more assistant drops a name the public isn't ready to hear. And let's be honest, this trial, it's no longer about just Diddy. Diddy's empire wasn't built alone. He was surrounded by powerful men, protected by silent women, and held up by a network of handlers who made sure the chaos stayed behind velvet ropes. What Bentley knows could collapse more than just a legacy. It could unravel decades of cover-ups and bring down people whose names haven't even been whispered yet. That's why people think he might never talk, that he might take this to the grave, either willingly or not. Because when you carry a message that could burn down the whole forest, everyone becomes a threat. And y'all, the paranoia is real. Bentley hasn't said much, but the few cryptic posts he has made, they've got people shaking. When he quoted Jay-Z, "When I get nervous, I tell the truth," the entire internet leaned in. That wasn't a flex, that was a signal, a warning, a cry for help, or maybe a final line before the floodgates burst open. There are fan theories swirling that Bentley's next move is going to be unmissable, that when he steps into the courtroom, he's going to bring the receipts, the audio, the journals, the photos, all the things Kim Porter supposedly left behind, all the things the industry tried to bury. But what if he doesn't? What if Bentley folds under the pressure? What if he signs an NDA, or worse, disappears for real this time? What if we never know? Let's not forget what Capricorn Clark said in her tweets, that there are devils walking in daylight, that loyalty to monsters will be the downfall of good people, that staying quiet is no longer an option. And yet, for Bentley, silence might be the only thing keeping him alive. We've seen it before. Whistleblowers vanish, files get lost, witnesses go quiet, entire truth swallowed by official statements and settlements. But this time, people are watching. Millions of eyes, thousands of journalists, a tidal wave of fans demanding answers. And Bentley, he's now the unwilling star of the final act. So we're all asking, will he break the silence? Will he read Kim's message out loud in court? Or will he walk away again, umbrella closed, lips sealed, and soul heavy? Because this story is no longer just about what Diddy did. It's about who let him. And Fonzworth Bentley, he's standing at the edge of history, holding the truth in one hand and the industry's wrath in the other. Final thoughts. So now we wait. Will Bentley be the bombshell witness who seals Diddy's fate? Or will he crumble under the weight of the secrets he's carried too long? Either way, the storm is here. And the umbrella? It's not enough anymore. Let me know in the comments, is Bentley the last nail in Diddy's coffin, or the next name on the industry's sacrifice list?